Ugh. Hello, I am Chastity, and I am not a very good streamer. I'm still learning how to use OBS and all the features it contains. But I have actually wanted to be a video game streamer for years, in fact. But I've never really had the time nor the setup to do what I want to do. And I have a new computer, so I now can record with a camera and show my screen at the same time. So that's very cool. And this is going to be a relatively short stream, but I have my game Chaste Tris here, which is my own Tetris game I made, and I'm going to have it autoplay. And see, the way my Tetris game works is that it can play a move log of a previous play session. I wrote this game in the C programming language with the SDL library. I spent a long time on it, in fact, and I play my own game a lot because I like it. It's my own Tetris game that does things in my own way, and the blocks always come in the exact same order, which makes it easy to plan ahead. So it's basically the easy mode of Tetris. It's so easy. So this, what you see here is I actually had to manually place all these blocks, one key press at a time. But if you see where next to where the word move, it shows how many moves have been done. Every single square space that the block moves counts as a move. So as you can imagine, it took a long time to do this. It takes an extremely long time to actually clear a lot of lines with my own Tetris game. But it works. And what it's doing right now is it's playing at 30 frames per second. And I'm streaming it, but I also have my camera feed in the lower right corner of the screen. So you should be able to see me. But here's kind of what I was thinking is I work at Walmart and I do online school, and I am sitting on the toilet, and that's because I have poop problems. I have IBS or whatever. I'm always constipated, and my erratic work and eating and sleeping schedule probably isn't helping. So what I like to do is I like to get on my computer, check some emails, do some online school, and play Tetris while sitting on the toilet. That's one of my favorite things to do. So I do that for maybe an hour or two before I go to work each night at Walmart. But I have been thinking, because I don't usually have the time to even watch Twitch and YouTube game streamers, but the concept fascinates me. The concept that somebody could be recording a podcast, they could be talking about something while they're playing a game, and so you're seeing the gameplay, but you're also watching this person talk. And I was thinking how there are a lot of people who really, really like to watch these streamers on Twitch and YouTube and other sites. I mostly know Twitch and YouTube. I know there's YouTube gaming, but then I know Twitch is mostly a game streamer site. And I want to mention that probably my favorite Twitch streamer is Finster. Now, if you don't know who Finster is this guy who was already a popular streamer for, streaming, playing Minecraft, was playing Minecraft, and his name is Finn. But that he became very popular, but I don't know how it even started, but he got started dressing as a girl. So he got started cross-dressing and trying to dress as a girl, and got really good at makeup and got really good at setting up certain outfits, and then his girlfriend Ashley got on with him, and I thought, oh man, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. If I had to watch one game streamer or just streamer in general, it would be Finster, because Finn is hilarious, and then his girlfriend Ashley is also funny. Like, they're like a comedy duo. That's what they are. And they're so popular. Like, uh, here's the thing is, Finster is so rich. Finn is so rich because he's a popular streamer and people donate to him. And it's like, if you're really popular, you can become really rich. And hey, I would like to be rich. But if I can't get rich, I'll settle for popular. But I don't have the time to dedicate to it. I rarely have time to play games as it is. But I was thinking, what if I at least try to do some regular streaming on here, just to see what sticks? Because what I've noticed is that Finster will record like 5 or 6 hour long streams, and I don't have that kind of time. I have a lot going on in my life. But if I could at least make it regularly, maybe once or twice a week even, and just get on for 1 or 2 hours, I could talk about stuff, I could play a game, and I was thinking of a title, and what I'm using currently for the title of this stream is Tetris and Chill. And I have this idea of establishing Tetris as a game for relaxing. Now, I'll get into that a lot because there's so much that I could say, but for now, let me say that people think of Tetris as stressful. And that's because most Tetris games, they speed up. They keep getting faster and faster until the blocks just lock before you can press a key or see what's happening, and then you lose the game. And that's no fun. However, it is possible to play Tetris for a really long time, and there are even certain modes that you can play in certain Tetris games where they never speed up. For example, the game that you see playing next to me here, this is Chaste Tris, and currently the move log is going to go until it's cleared 400 lines, and that's where the move log ends. And once it ends, it gives control back to me as the player. So I will show you how it works because it's actually great fun. My game doesn't actually have gravity. You have to actually press down for the blocks to even go down. And then there are other games like Null Pomino, Techmino, and even Tetris Effect Connected has a few modes where you can actually play at a low speed. I believe the quick play actually lets you set it at a constant speed of 1, which is very slow. So I'm planning to bring back Tetris, the game we all know and love, except have it be a relaxing experience. Because I like to relax. I don't get much time to relax, and I was thinking of doing something. I want to be a game streamer, but I don't want it to be a lot of stressful work. I don't want it to be something that's going to stress me out. And video games should also not stress you out. I'm not somebody who's into games that are very hard or challenging necessarily. Unless, of course, you count Minecraft, obviously. Okay, so now I'm actually playing the game. We've cleared 400 lines, and then I'm going to continue. I'm going to just continue this pattern for a bit. You see, this is me pressing the key. It tells you what key I'm pressing in the top right corner of the screen. I programmed that into the game, by the way, where it actually tells you. Like, this is actually very cool, but see how it's going very slow? Because, and also check this out. See, if I move this here and make a mistake, I can press P and I can reload. This game lets you save and reload. So this is like basically a Tetris game where you can always go back and fix your mistakes. unlike real life, which doesn't let you do that. Okay, yeah, I want to go back here. But yeah, see, that's what's cool is that I can go back and fix my mistakes in Chaste Tris. And that was part of why I made this game, is because I wanted to just play Tetris, but I wanted play to be perfect. I didn't want it to be where it just goes so fast and then I lose the game and I get frustrated. And that can happen in a lot of Tetris games. And so when people think of Tetris, they think, "Oh man, no, that goes too fast for me. I'm not good at it." And that's how people act, you know. But if you're actually playing a Tetris game that's meant to be relaxing, then it's a whole different story. And so I'm thinking of in this stream, oh, first time chat. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we have someone, SugarsHyper, Cheez-Its or goldfish. Oh, someone's asking me if I like Cheez-Its or goldfish. Well, actually, I'm vegan, so I don't eat Cheez-Its or goldfish crackers. I like wheat thins. I really like wheat thins. I also like good thins. Like, as long as it doesn't have any dairy, egg, honey, or anything like that, then I'm good. But thanks for the question. That is so cool. See, I'm using OBS. Like, I don't have my web browser open, but I actually have the stream chat here on my right, so I can actually see what people say. So yeah, let me know if you have any more questions. That's cool. I actually got a commenter. And let's see, it's 8:12 and I have to leave for work by 9. So I have a little bit of time to stay on stream. I want to be able to have my streams be, say, maybe half an hour long at minimum, if you know what I'm saying. You know? Oh yeah. SugarsHyper says Tetris is a very chill game. You are right, Sugar. It is a very chill game when it's done right. Because if you're playing at level 15 speed on Tetris Effect, then yeah, it's going to be a little bit stressful because it's hard to play at that speed. But when you're playing, you know, a relatively simple game, it's not so bad. Let's see here. Yeah. And I don't know if you can see exactly what I'm trying to do here, but this is actually kind of fun what I'm doing here because I'm doing ST stacking. It is a technique where you continuously play using only T-spin doubles and Tetris clears. Tetris being 4-line clears at once, and T-spin doubles, you know, they score high. Now, my score on the left, there are no levels in this game. It's only the base score. And the scores, they sort of mimic like modern guideline Tetris, but it's not exact because it doesn't count combos. It doesn't count, like, some games they will count the drop downs. Like if you hard drop something, it will like give you 1 point for each space it would have dropped down through. Okay, there we go. There's the Z piece. Ah, SugarsHyper says, what other games do you like playing? Well, I like playing Minecraft, Terraria. I also like Panel de Pon and Puyo Puyo. Basically, I like relaxing games. Oh, and Stardew Valley. Okay, Harvest Moon and Stardew Valley. Let's not forget those games because, like, those are actually very fun games. Like, because, like, farming games like Stardew Valley or Harvest Moon, they're not about, fighting monsters and all that stuff. Because that can be kind of stressful. I don't like to just die in a game and lose. I like to really just take my time and have fun. What I like to do, like when I play Minecraft, is I like to, make some tools, till some land with the hoe, and then, plant a bunch of watermelon and pumpkin seeds and keep harvesting them. Or at the start of the game, carrots, potatoes, wheat. I basically use Minecraft as a farming simulator. That's kind of what I do because you can farm in that game. I also really do like Terraria, but it's been a very long time since I've played Terraria. I ought to install that on this new computer and just boot it up sometime when I have the time to get into it, because they have updated that game a lot. It's changed so much since I used to play it. One time I had earned all of the Steam achievements, and then they updated the game. There's a whole bunch more that I haven't earned yet. So yeah, Terraria will suck your life away. There's too much to do in that game. But I like building houses for the people to move into. So far, I'm enjoying this stream, because I have somebody commenting, I can see what they say, and I can respond. It's almost like a conversation. I also used to do podcasts a lot. I did a podcast called Free Will, Science, or Religion. I was the host. Like I sort of led the meeting and I did the audio editing and got it all published on iTunes and everything. It was crazy. You can still find that if you get on like iTunes and search for Free Will, Science, or Religion. You'll probably find our podcast. And then we also had a podcast called Impersonal Opinion. Okay, Sugar says, what topics do you talk about in the podcast? Okay, so one of the things we talk about the illusion of free will. Like the philosophical debate of free will. Like, are we really making choices, or is it predetermined? And here's the thing: is the co-hosts generally agreed that free will is an illusion. Some of us are determinists, and some of us are like, well, incompatibilist. But the idea is you don't really make choices in the sense you think you do. For example, a very, very simple example is you don't choose your sexual orientation or your gender identity. Like, you're kind of born that way, if you get what I'm saying. You just feel a certain way, and based on that, you end up doing what you do. And I feel like that's a very relatable example. I feel like your food preferences, your sexual orientation, your gender identity, what type of skills you're good at, you don't choose any of that. Some of it's genetics, some of it's environment, and people have the nature versus nurture debate about which is more important, nature or nurture, and both are important, of course, but bottom line is it's a combination of the two. And the whole goal of understanding that free will is an illusion is to simply understand that you're, basically to relax, discover who you are, rather than stress out about your choices. And even when we have the experience of us making a choice, like, for example, where I place these blocks in Tetris here, it's all goal oriented. I'm not just placing the blocks wherever I feel like at the time. There's always the goal in mind. And I think that since we are working towards a goal, we're in the struggle of finding what is the best way to accomplish that goal. You know, if that makes any sense at all. Let's see here. Let's see. What am I doing here? Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, see, I actually enjoy playing Tetris like this because it's kind of funny. Because I pull off some very neat tricks sometimes. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you find this relaxing to watch because that's kind of the goal. That's kind of a thing that I want to do is I want it to be a relaxing experience both for me playing it, but also for anyone watching it. And I was actually thinking for a future stream of this type, I was actually thinking maybe I could play Tetris Effect Connected because this computer might actually be powerful enough to do it just right. Let's see here. I may have messed up. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, I'm going to go back because I messed that one up. See, I can do that. I can go back and fix my mistakes. And that's the beauty of this particular style of game that I've got going on here. Let's see here. Actually, see, I keep going back because there's a certain thing I'm trying to do here. See, this is going to go here. This is going to go in here. Then I'm going to do this. No, that didn't quite work like I expected. Hmm. Very interesting. Nope, that doesn't work either. Can't believe it's November 12th already. Time is flying by. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Hmm. Oh, I have an idea. Okay, yeah, that's a funny setup. Oh, yeah, this is really weird what I have happening here. Thanks for asking. because Sugar says, how long have you been vegan for? I've actually been vegan since, well, I guess I was 26 years old. It was the summer of 2013 when I went vegan. I read a book called Why We Should Go Vegan. It was written by Magnus Vinding, and it was actually really well written. Huh. All right. Now, yes, I have lowered the stack. I have totally lowered the stack, but I may have gotten myself into a situation that's hard to get out of. Hmm. Yeah, this is not going the way that I had planned for this to go. Oh, really? You were thinking about going vegan? What led you to the topic of going vegan? Out of curiosity, was there a particular thing that you heard or read about that introduced you to veganism? Okay, I'm pro animal life, so that would be my biggest reason. Well, I mean, that's the reason I went vegan. I sometimes I say that's the only logical reason to go vegan. Because if you think about it, I mean, that's the literal point of veganism is to not kill animals if we don't have to. And I know that everyone dies eventually, but there's no reason to continually breed animals just to kill them when humans can eat plants instead. Let's see. Hmm. Yes, that is true. You end up reducing pollution because the process of animal agriculture causes so much pollution. The biggest reason is because of all the extra animal poop from producing, breeding billions of animals each year that wouldn't have existed otherwise. And then their poop ends up running into the water supply and killing people, you know. Hmm. Actually, it's 8:31 and my time here is about 30 minutes. Well, I'll play a little bit longer here, just a little bit longer, before I have to end this stream. Because I've got myself into quite an interesting situation in this game. Yeah, I know. That's the thing is I need to get myself ready for work. You know what? I think I may have messed this one up anyway. So perhaps I'll end the stream. But SugarsHyper, thanks for your comments today, and I'm glad I got to respond. So yeah, I don't know when I'll go on again next, but there is good chance that I might be going on, perhaps maybe at least once or twice a week, or maybe 3 times a week. What a few hours before I have to go to work. Yeah, cool. Follow me so you can find me the next time. And also, I have a YouTube channel. If you look for Chastity White Rose, you'll also find me on YouTube. And I may be downloading some of my streams on Twitch and then uploading them to YouTube so they're not deleted. Because Twitch deletes things after a certain amount of time, unfortunately. So I'll have to find a way to archive things so that doesn't happen. All right, thanks, Sugar. I'm glad I have a follower. Okay, it's been fun, everybody.